Oh my gosh, y'all. This is the greatest and most lyrically confused nail polish I've ever heard, seen, smelled in my life. And I'm not just saying that because it's my intro. I hope you're feeling great today. And I'm so glad you're here because we've got the Misheard Lrics Part 3 collection from LynBdesigns. So let's get into these swatches, and afterward I'll give you the pricing, when and where to find these polishes, a really nice discount code, and my thoughts. So our first Misheard lyric is Green Beans in the Passenger Seat from the song Casual by Chappell Roan. This color is described as a dark blue to purple to green thermal base with gold to green shifting flakies and added hollow micro shreds. So this color is actually a trithermal, and here you'll see really well, probably with the second coat actually, but you'll see really well the cold state at the tips of my fingers, and then also the warm state. Not hot, warm. Yep, right here you'll see the difference between that purple and the blue at my fingertips. You might think that with all these flakies and chunky pieces that you see in here that this might be thick and chunky to go on, but it's really not. It's so smooth and went on so well. Here we have green beans in the passenger seat in that blue cold state. And now for the first time, you'll see that beautiful green hot state. And then here you'll see the cold on the right, and on the left, the hot state. And in the hot state, you can kind of see a little bit of that purple warm state coming through. Here we have green beans in the passenger seat, kind of in the shade, kind of in indirect sunlight. From left to right, we have the hot state, the cold and hot state, the cold and warm state, and the cold state. And here we have 3 coats of green beans in the passenger seat with a shiny top coat. Next we have I'm Workin Late, 'cause I'm a pinworm. I had too much fun with these names, y'all. But that was inspired by Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, and it's described as a buildable light blue base with green to blue shifting shimmer and silver reflective glitter. So I actually ended up doing 4 coats of this color to get full opacity, but if you don't want to have to do that, you could use a blurring base coat, or if you like to wear your colors a little sheer, you could just wear it that way and just maybe 2 or 3 coats, and I think it could look good that way too. I mean, let's be real. Reflective glitter looks good in any amount of coats, but the more glitter, the merrier for me. Here we get to see those pop star reflective glitters coming through. I mean, really. Wow. Crystals on the nails. And here we get to see I'm Workin Late 'cause I'm a pinworm in indirect sunlight. Reflective glitters still showing out. 4 coats of I'm Workin Late 'cause I'm a pinworm with a glossy top coat. Up next, we have Lovin, Touchin, Squeezin Some Butter from Journey's song Lovin, Touchin, Squeezin, described as a violet base filled with peach to green to blue shifting micro flakies and scattered hollow sparkle. Now this color is something else. It is so incredibly shifty. Went on the nails, violet. Anytime I like moved into different lighting, all of a sudden it was gold. All of a sudden it was like icy blue. This color is, you're gonna see, this color is something else. Giving us icy blue realness in indirect sunlight. Like what? 3 coats of Lovin, Touchin, Squeezin Some Butter with a glossy top coat. And here it's giving us gold, gold, gold. Here is Got What It Takes to Make the Muffin Man Leave His Home from the song When the Levee Breaks by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. This color is described as a deep plum base with copper to gold shifting shimmer. For some reason, the application of this polish reminded me of like oil painting. I don't know, it just had that very slick look and feel to it. Got What It Takes to Make the Muffin Man Leave His Home in indirect sunlight. Got What It Takes to Make the Muffin Man Leave His Home in 2 coats with a shiny top coat. My Heart is a Gallstone from the song Ghost Town by Adam Lambert. This color is described as a dark magenta base with pink to orange shifting shimmer. Yep, you saw right. This color is a 1-coater. My Heart is a Gallstone in indirect sunlight. One impressive coat of My Heart is a Gallstone with a glossy top coat. Kumquats are juicy, not furry, from the song Wolf Totem by The Who, described as a peach to white thermal filled with orange and red microflakies. Here's Kumquats are juicy, not furry in both states. Here in the hot state. And then here in the cold state. Here we are outdoors with Kumquats are juicy, not furry, and I love this color when it's showing both states. From left to right, we have the cold state, both states, and the hot state. Here are 3 coats of Kumquats are juicy, not furry with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Your Own Personal Cheeses from the song Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode, described as a warm mustard base with blue to indigo shifting shimmer and a light yellow glow in the dark. So as each coat dries, you'll see it dries down a little bit matte. I think that's just something that tends to happen with glow-in-the-dark colors, probably a pigment that's needed to make it glow. But if you don't like that matte finish, you can always apply a glossy top coat. your own personal cheeses in the sunlight. And here's the glow-in-the-dark element. It actually gave white, which is also still really pretty. So yeah, I didn't really see the yellow, maybe at my fingertips, but honestly no. Mostly white, and I think it's still really nice. So here's your own personal cheeses in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. Next up we have There Were Clowns in My Coffee from the song You're So Vain by Carly Simon. This color is described as a warm brown base with golden magnetic pull and gold to blue shifting shimmer. So in a minute on the left, you'll see me using the ring magnet to get the ring effect. And on the right, you'll see me using the bar magnet to get the cat eye effect. Here you'll see that, I would say kind of like that olivey base, which is really pretty. I just love that velvet effect because I feel like you see the magnetic pigment and it's like prime state and it's so purely gold here. Love it. Here we have There Were Clowns in My Coffee on an Overcast Day. And here we have it with 3 coats and a glossy top coat. On the left we have the cat eye effect and the right velvet. And lastly we have I'll Take My Whisk and Leave from the song Too Sweet by Hoser. This color is described as a muted gray blue base with red to orange to gold shifting shimmer. And boy, does that shimmer shift. It's just something about a gray blue base that just draws me in. And here I am going in for that 3rd coat where you just see that shimmer build up just beyond, like it's like, I don't even know, flames, sunshine. Here's I'll Take My Whisk and Leave outdoors, giving us red to orange to gold shift all at once. 3 coats of I'll Take My Whisk and Leave with a glossy top coat. And there we have it, y'all, the entire Misheard Lrics Part 3 collection. Now, let's get into the details of the Misheard Lrics Part 3 collection, starting with pricing. Each one of these polishes will be priced at $13 US. Or if you want the entire collection, that will be $117 US. As far as when you can get these polishes, they'll be available starting November 7th on the LynBdesigns website. And there is a nice discount code that lasts from November 7th to the 11th. If you use the code Misheard, you'll get 50% off. That said, let's get into my thoughts and my favorites. Before we get into that, though, what am I wearing on my nails? Normally I'm bare nails for these, but today I have on from Glitter Sis Studio, Banish Ghosts and Goblins. I actually purchased this around Halloween time. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, anyway, back to the collection. My favorite... Yeah, let me turn on flash for these. I feel like it gives a different vibe. Touchin, squeezing some butter. I mean, wow! It looks like snow on ice. Ooh, this is so, I love when glow in the darks are glowy. Like, before you get the glow in the dark, it's already just glowy. You know what I mean? Pretty, pretty. These names, y'all. It's our magnetic of the group. If you hear dogs, I am dog sitting right now, so please excuse us. There it is, that little gold. This looks really nice in the velvet effect. I really like that. The shifty is polished. Actually, is it? These two were both very shifty. So, I don't know. I want to say this one's shiftier because it has more colors, but this one looks totally different in every lighting. Both fascinating. Oh, take my whisk and leave the thermal. Little micro flakies. The names are so long that some of them I forget, and then when I look at them again, I'm like, bro. Takes to make the Muffin Man leave his home. Yeah, this one. I remember this one. Like an oil painting. And last but not least, the flaky thermal. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Y'all, that did not make my decision any easier. What? Oh my God. Okay, wait, let me think. Okay, I think I'm ready, but I just want y'all to know this was a very hard, very difficult. So, my favorite of the collection, drum roll please, is Got What It Takes to Make the Muffin Man Leave His Home. Y'all, this went on like an oil painting. I loved it. I loved it so much. And we will be using our Tyler's Trinkets Throne. Yes, y'all. So this one was my favorite. Honorable mentions? Get out of here. Come on, you already know. So I gotta look at the names. Let's see. I kept forgetting. Green beans in the passenger seat. Green beans in the passenger seat. And then it was also, is this I'll Take My Whisk? Yeah, I'll Take My Whisk and Leave. Yup. That was the top one. Back some. And then, was this on the top one? Yes, how shifty it was. Okay, so I love shifties. So yes. Also, Lovin, Touchin, Squeezin Some Butter. And also, come on. I mean, how can you not? I'm working late because I'm a pinworm. I'm working late because I'm a pinworm. So, okay. So, these are my top 5. I could never, well, okay. It's hard to boil it down to one sometimes. It really is. But yeah, y'all, these are my favorites in no particular order. This one's in first place. The rest of them, I would say they're in the same place. So, actually, let me turn the flash off so you can just see this color without the flash. But yes, this is our winner. So yeah, y'all, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, holiday season, just whatever season you're in. I hope you're doing great, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.